If you're out there, please let me know. The last time I didn't have good audio. I didn't do anything new today, different from last time. This wireless microphone was. So we have audio better today. Good morning. Fix your microphone. Is it bad? Is it bad? It's glitching. Oh my god. Is that right? I don't know what happened. If I plug this in that one. There you go. How does that sound? Is that better? I think George texted me. Quite likely. Oh no, it's not. Okay, cool. No sound yet? All better now. Okay, good. Good. So, this one stopped working, huh? After it did a great job for a while. Oh my. All right, so today is Friday, and I don't know, some people are, why is it? Oh, it's fall break. Kids are fall break. Schools are on fall break. So probably you guys, some of you are having vacation. Most of you probably not. Anyways, if you don't have any questions, I'll just start doing something. I'm sorry, it's cold in here, so I wear socks. Okay, that's my policy. At the dojo, I don't, but okay. So if you don't have any questions, let's do some suguri, huh? Okay, so I don't know how you guys grip. Make sure. Good. Everyone's good. Sounds good, right? Okay. All right. So make sure you start grabbing from the pinky, right? Pinky. So these two fingers should be tighter than the other fingers. Okay. It's kind of proven. It's because how we use our body to grab the sword. Okay, and we have to use sword effectively. That's why we should be doing this. And when we tighten these fingers, the pinky and index finger, ring finger, these muscles activates. right? These muscles activate. So, and then if you go like this, as you can see, your armpits will close and your elbow comes in, right? Tendency wise. Okay. If I don't want to move, I can keep it like that. But when I go like have my hands in front of you, it will close. If I go like this, right, these fingers close, right, because I lower my hands and have my hands together, kind of together in front of me, my armpits are closed, but I don't feel this. How can I say? I don't want to say tightness, but by doing this, well, certainly I feel these muscles activated. Okay, so I think there's a huge difference between only just this and this. All right, so if you want to grab your sword, I strongly suggest you start doing this. Okay, like that. And have your hands above your head. All right, and if you see something funny, as I'll just blame my right shoulder, still stiff. Okay, this up, up. Okay, this. You shouldn't be doing this, but doing this as in like pointing fingers like this, but it will help to make sure your hands are going forward. Okay, so I hope as Facebook is on, it's kind of looks weird now. Oh, the reason the Facebook, my account was locked. Someone looks like someone hacked my account. Tried to at least. So I changed all the passwords. So I was disconnected. This software was disconnected for a while from the Facebook. So you might not see me on Facebook. That's why. Let's check. If you can check Facebook and let me know, that would be great. You guys go quieter now. I guess you guys don't have much questions today. Okay, I'm on. All right, cool. Okay, cool. All right, and let's do joggery. Sorry, we're each, right? So I take this off so you guys can see my arms better. Okay. Okay, so go each, right? And make sure your right hand shouldn't be lower than your left hand. And make it big, Okay, big, but if you go too low, as you can see, my now left elbow comes up, left shoulder comes up, and my wrist is, as you can see, broken. Right? That's too much. Okay, so let's make these fingers close. Okay, and a little bit tighter than the other fingers. And go, and if these fingers are tight enough, you can feel when you lower your left wrist low enough, you can feel pressure in your wrist. That means your wrist is telling, oh, that's enough. Okay, that's the limit. So you gotta stop there. Each knee, right? Nice and big. Make sure when you do joggery, if I think you can hear me, right? Still, you can hear me. You guys stop typing, so. All right. So when you do big, Now, when you do jogeburi, make sure the blade, jogeburi, naname jogeburi, those two jogeburi is for you to check your direction of the sword. Hasuji, okay, hasuji. So make sure you focus on that. And some big, right? Naname jogeburi, that's all. Naname jogeburi, left side, hasuji, the direction of the sword. If this is the indicator, tsuru, we call it this string called tsuru. Okay, so if tsuru, oh, quite sky, thank you very much. So if tsuru, this tsuru is not, you know, so if you can see tsuru straight, that means you're cutting straight. And if your tsuru is facing diagonally upwards to the right, you're cutting left side of your opponent diagonally and go down. Okay, the other side, same thing, right? So you have to focus on this if you're using the shinai, right? If you're using, so I'm sorry, I don't have my sword today here. If you're using a bokdo, like this, okay, so make sure you look at the back of the sword and check the angle. Okay, so that's the important part when you do jogeburi. Okay, naname jogeburi, just jogeburi, straight jogeburi. Okay, otherwise you are just swinging your stick, right? So make sure you check that, and then let's move on to what do you call it? Shomenchi. Ichi, ni, right? Sam, shi, go, look, hitch, hutch, ku, ju. Now, this is kind of checking the form, and of course, you have to check hasuji. Okay, and make sure the kensai. Okay, kensai is the tip of the sword, is the position of the tip of the sword, left hand position. As long as your hands position are good, okay, this should be okay. The position of the what do you call it, kensaki, should come the right place. Right place as in you're cutting, so it's lower than your eye, your head. If you're cutting here, right, you're not lowering your sword enough. Okay, but if you want to lower your sword, you don't want to just bring your left hand like this. Okay, so this is not good. Okay, why is it not good? Can you answer? Why is it not good? If you come here every day, now every time we have live, or if you watch my YouTube videos, you have answer for that. Why can't we just do this? Oh, I have to bring my kensaki down. Okay, now it's kensaki is down. Why is that? Of course, from my perspective, the way I was taught, we are not supposed to do this. Okay, why do you think that is? I'll wait 10 more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, no answers. Okay, now this is why. Oh, do I have anything? It's an incorrect stance. Bad forehand. Oh, good. The op. Sorry, I can't read it, man. Optional. I can't read. Sorry. The power is not enough. Oh, nice. It's about cutting sword, right? So everything about Kendo is from the katana. So katana, what do you do? we bring our sword, left hand down to cut through, right? Cut through, right? So if you lift up your left hand, do you think you can cut through? Good morning, Jose. Thank you for coming from Brazil. I used to do that because I wanted to reach further than my opponent. Yeah, that's good. I mean, that's a good answer. And a lot of people do that because of that. Okay, so now the kendo wise, the principles of the katana wise, right? We have to cut, right? You can't cut like this, right? The power is, the power, you can't deliver power to the sword if you go like this. I mean, you can swing, mind you, probably you can cut because the sword is sharp enough. Japanese sword is sharp enough to cut once you touch it, right? You will cut. But is it effective? That can you deliver the power from your body into the sword? Probably not. It will be cut off. I can do this. It hurts. All right. So it's not very effective if it's katana. If you are hitting, right? Hitting is a different story. So it's two different perspectives, isn't it? So if you want to follow the way of the katana, your left hand should be lower than your right hand. Okay? And if you go like this, it's pretty much the same, right? So it means this won't go down. You have to go down like this. And then I don't know if it's effective or not, because I feel like this is more effective than this. But no. Okay, so this makes sense to me. So that is why. Okay, now kendo, we don't cut through, right? We don't cut through, but to deliver the power into the sword, we should be going there, right? That's how I learned, and that's how I teach. So I'm gonna stick to it. Okay, what's that? If something like that. With the katana, the wrist is gonna get injured. Correct. It doesn't matter if you just go. You can do this because you're hitting the target. Your target is prevent your wrist going like this, right? Because you're hitting the target. If you don't hit a target, it goes. So again, different weapon. So let's say this is katana. Different weapon, shinai and katana, and different purpose. Katana, you cut through. Okay, cut through. Shinai, you cannot cut through. You're gonna stop. Shinai will be stopped. So different. Okay, and of course, because shinai doesn't cut through, once you hit the target, Kensai stops. But because we are going like this, right? The power is going like that. So if the Kensai stops, but power is still going down, Kensai stop, and this will happen. All right, this will happen. So that's why you have to be careful. You have to grab sword correctly and then prevent your arm going like this. Okay, so every single movement, how you grab your sword, will help you from getting injured. All right, so that's why you want to do it right. Okay, trust me, I got injured a lot, so I can speak from my experience. All right, so right hand higher than left hand when you do swing. Okay, now don't you know, Sayumen as well. Sayumen as well, same thing. Cut. Make sure the angle of the sword is correct, which means the hasuji is correct. Are you cutting? We say 45 degrees. I don't really, be too precise about the angle. 45 is probably this, like this, right? All right. So when you do that, make sure hasuji is correct. Okay. So it hurts today. So make sure when you do suguri, have a purpose, good purpose, and then just make sure you do it right. Okay. All right. And when you do, okay, let's grab this one. The same type of bokdo, but different color, slightly lighter. If you want to work on speed, use the light sword. Okay. This doesn't hurt, so I do this a lot now. But truly, you don't want to just practice this, but sometimes, again, about purpose. Purpose, you go like this to be able to use your wrist. Sometimes people do this, right? Bam, like that. All right. And recent who's Sumi Sensei's video, I think it's from Kendo Jidai or Kendo Nippon. He was talking about kirite and tomete. Okay, kirite is you can cut. Tomete is tomete is stopping hand. Your hand, your wrist actually is not going this. Right? So this practice will make your students realize, oh, I'm doing this. If you're striking like this, man, like that, tomete, right? You won't be able to do this, right? Because you're going like this. So that will help them to, but if people start doing this, you have to stop them. Okay, so make sure everything else is correct, and then so that's another thing you can help with your beginners with. I have my wooden sword today. Oh, okay, good. Barrett, you're very welcome. All right, so make sure aim. Why are you doing that? Why are you trying to have your students or lower grade holders do that? All right. Without purpose, just doing it, and then them not knowing why they're doing, it might slow their improvements down. At the same time, if they don't know why they're doing that, they might just start doing wrong. If they know what they're doing it for, they can correct themselves. They can put themselves on the back, put them back on the right track. If they know the reason why they're doing it. If they don't know why they're doing it, they start doing something they're not supposed to do. All right. So make sure you go kirite. And it's very important to another great. I think you've seen these videos. I'm sorry. Sumi Sensei's video. One of my good friends, Achem, shared that with us the other day. Achem. There you go. let me share it with you. I think it's okay to share. Okay, so this is great. And okay, this video is great, so please watch. Okay, Sumi Sensei Hanshi Hachidan, one of those well-respected kendoists in Japan, and so it's very important for us to know what these sensei are saying, how they learned about everything, all the movements. So that's pretty helpful. Now, the one thing he was talking about, you don't want to go like this. I think I think I just watched it one or twice. So proceeding your arms forward after you start like this. Now, I think he said don't do it, but if you have a kirite, right, you proceed your body forward instead of stretching your arms out. That's what he's saying. And my sensei says you gotta go tong, this. Can you see the difference? It's not stretching out. It goes. This is another tenouchi. I can't really do it right, I think, but that's my sensei taught me how to do it. So they are saying the same thing, kirite and tenouchi, and what they shouldn't be doing, but in different way. So once I think I don't know when I talked about it. I'll probably talked about it last live video. You have to have a core basic learning. All right, that's shoot phase. So you learn from one sensei and absorb all the teachings from him or her. Okay, and understand what kendo is, what you should be doing, and then you start going out there and start learning from many senseis, right? And then you can see their perspectives, and then then you realize that they're saying the same thing, but in different views. So that will help you to improve your kendo as well. So make sure you learn one basic thing, all right? Understand what kendo should be, how you should be learning, and all that, okay? And then, what do you call it? Then repeat practicing, okay? That's what you have to do, okay? So you go each. This is to learn this flicking motion, right? But if you want to make it small, and usually this is I was watching some kendoists striking. I tend to go like this, have my sword up, down like that. Okay. The difference between me and then I was analyzing why his main strike was faster than my strike, even though I am moving before he's moving. His shinai was like up here and he stopped right there instead of coming up here. Of course, he's faster, right? If you know why, if you just analyze. So if you have tendency to go like this, and then wonder why your opponent is hitting you, probably that's why. Okay, so up, and you should be practicing top instead of going. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. But if you wonder why some people get you before you, even though you start moving before them, probably that's one of the reasons. Of course, there are tons of other reasons why, but Maybe that's one of the reasons. Okay, so practice your Kendo uh, for your own needs. Okay, it's really important for you to practice like suburi, okay, religiously every day or whatever, right? But if you don't have purpose, why you're doing it, what's your what you want to fix it, what you want to fix, um, all that, you are just swinging a stick. So if you want to get the most out of what you do, make sure you go, okay, I'm focusing on kensagi height. So I need to have my hands position correct. Okay. And then after that, okay, I want to work on the height of my sword when I swing it up. So I don't want to do here. I probably want to stop here. Okay. With fumikomi, for example. Okay. So depends on what you want to work on. You have to change your training method. That's my opinion, anyway. If I step further, can you hear me still? I think you can. Of course, maybe it's my voice get kind of smaller, maybe smaller. Okay, top. Shoulder doesn't feel good today. Okay, so make sure you know why you're doing what you're doing. Okay, I'm sorry I couldn't do much today, but and if you have questions, let me know. And we're gonna have another session next Monday. I'm sure our sound is perfect in the room. Oh, okay. Thank you, thank you. So you can hear me wherever I go, maybe. Hopefully. Okay, so next, I'm sure I don't have anything on Monday. So once I'm gonna set it up, schedule it for next Monday. Next Wednesday, not too sure. Wednesday, it's the day I'm leaving for the UK. So I'm not sure I can do this or not. If I see you in the UK, I'm looking forward to it. And if not, I might see you on Wednesday morning, the same time, same location here. All right. So I hope you guys have a great weekend, and have a great Friday morning, afternoon, evening, and night. All right. Thank you very much. And I'll see you next Monday. Bye.